Hi, happy Sunday to all of you. Today's episode, it's an iftar meal because it's Ramadan. So let's go and make an iftar meal for some people. Let's go. Yeah, so what I did yesterday, I bought 2 packs of chicken legs. So, and we marinated it overnight. What we use actually is this Grace jerk marinade. That's all that we use on it. And what we did was we add some paprika to give it some color. So now the oven is ready. So we're just going to stick this in the oven. So the chicken is in the oven. I set the timer for 1 hour 15 minutes, but at 375 degrees. But what I'm going to do in around after about 45 minutes, I will switch the trays around, put the bottom one on top so that they all cook evenly. Now, what we're doing actually here in Montreal, we have a small organization between some Guyanese and some Trinidadians. It's a Muslim organization, and normally we get together, we have barbecues, get together at each other homes and stuff like that. So since it's COVID, we can't do that. So this Ramadan, we decided that maybe 5-6 of us plus another member. He has somebody that will drive around. We're going to cook for like 20 people, and we're going to everybody's making their own meal. So what we decide to do is we're going to do some Cookup rice, and then we're going to do some boil fry plantains and cassava, and we're doing the jerk chicken. So we'll do some Cookup rice in a tray with a few pieces of cassava plantain and 2 pieces of chicken for everybody, and that's it. So that's what it is. It's for iftar. For those of them who are fasting, they could use it to break the fast, but they will have enough to last them for a week with everybody, that all the dishes come together. And whoever is not fasting, like we're sending some to some of the older folks that, needs a little bit of help. So this is what it's all about. So we're just doing some kindness to others. I'm going to put this in now to cook. So I just want to explain a little bit about the Cookup that we're cooking. It's for some people with mixed ages. Some of them are in their 80s, some are in their 90s. They're some have allergies, some doesn't eat this, it doesn't eat that. So we're not putting any meat in the Cookup rice. We're going to put the chicken on top of that. And then we're not using any hot pepper, not too much salt. And I'm not going to use any coconut milk. And I know this may irritate a lot of you, but I don't know who can take coconut milk and who cannot, so I want to be safe. So here are some tomatoes that I'm going to add. These tomatoes are from my garden actually. Look how beautiful these things are. These are cherry tomatoes that I harvested from my garden last summer. So these we will add. I'll cut them in half, and we'll add that later. So for now, I have 6 cups of rice that is washed. So I'm going to start to put that in the pot. I don't want to make a mess, so I'm just adding it slowly into the pot. So I'm just going to add all of these into the rice now. Cookup rice is not fussy. I don't do it in any order. I think some people call it all in one. Like you just put everything in the pot and that's it. You cook it up. So I'm gonna add not too much. This is kosher salt, 2 teaspoons. If somebody wants more after, they can, they can add that themselves. I'm gonna add the basil, thyme, ginger, and cumin. Also going to add some black pepper too, because I'm not putting any hot pepper, but black pepper is mild, so they can handle that. Now I'm going to stir this up. Normally when I cook up rice for myself, because I learned to cook up rice a long time ago. I used to play, I played cricket for a few years here in Montreal, and we used to cook and take to the cricket ground and stuff like that. And I put corn mutton, and I actually put also the tomato sardine inside. But today we're not doing that because we don't know who eats meat, who doesn't eat meat, who can eat sardine or not. And I remember one year I made a very big mistake when I was making the cook-up. I put corned beef instead of corn mutton, and few of my friends that were there were Hindus and they couldn't eat it, and I felt really bad. Up to now I still think about it, that was so inconsiderate of me. But sometimes you get brain freeze, you don't think about these things. Anyway, so now I'm going to add the beans. So these are the beans that is already washed and ready to go. We're going to add that to the pot also. I think that this pot may be too small, but we'll see. So here I added some soya sauce into it to give it some color, and we'll add some spinach also after. And that would be it for the cook-up rice. Not very fancy because, I don't want to put too much stuff inside. Here we're cooking the cassava and the plantain. This takes a little while to boil. So we're way ahead of schedule this morning. I think we're doing a fantastic job. Everything is on time. The chicken is ready. I made a little bit of a mistake when I was talking about the chicken. I said 335. It's 375 degrees. And we set 1 hour, 15 minutes. At 1 hour, it was done. So the chicken is done. So I'm going to now fry the onion. We have some onion, garlic, and some tomatoes. We're going to start to fry this up. I'm going to add some basil, thyme, and some cumin here. So this is ready. We're just now going to add the cassava and the plantain. I added some black pepper also, and we didn't put any salt because when we were boiling the cassava and plantain, we added the salt at that point. Okay, so here now the cook-up is done. This is finished. Looks perfect. I didn't want to add too much stuff to make it darker, because the more soya sauce you add, the saltier it becomes, and then I don't want to do that. And here we have the cassava and the plantain. This came out very nice. And so we're finished. Our chicken is already done. So we let it cool off, and then we'll start the package. Yes, so this is the chicken. It's done. I think it came out beautiful also. I'm sure it's going to taste great. It's in it. So the food is finished. Here we have the cook-up rice, we have the plantain cassava, and the chicken. So we're going to start to make the 20 containers. So what I'll do is I'll put about 2 good spoons of cook-up rice. After we'll see if we have extra, then we'll balance it again. We'll put 1 spoon of this. And then we'll put 2 pieces of chicken. So my friends, this is my episode for today. It's my cook-up rice with boiled and fried plantain and cassava and jerk chicken. These are 20 containers that I'm going to now take. So I have to go deliver that to Mrs. Zalina Crawford, who will take care of the delivery with the other person's food also. So I thank you very much for spending this time with me. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos if you'd like. And I thank you again, and you have a wonderful weekend.